Hello and welcome everybody to the Verdant Growth Daily, where we give you the news, the tips, and tools you need to live Echo. The goal is to put you in the right mindset to live more in line with your own values and to change your life to make it more fulfilling, sustainable, and balanced with nature. All in just 5 minutes a day, but almost never in 5 minutes a day because I almost go 10 minutes or 15 minutes almost every single time. My name is Eugene, and this is episode 9. Today, we are going to be talking about meditation and awareness. So, it's in my logo. You see it all the time. Verdant Growth, Live Echo. And as I talked about in a previous episode, my definition of echo means to live environmentally conscious or environmentally consciously. It means to just be aware of the environment around you. Be aware that you're always connected to nature with every single thing you do. The goal is not to do things for the planet. The goal is not to do things because it's better for nature. The goal is to be aware of your connection to the environment. And then the wanting to do things and the wanting to make changes are things that will come naturally once you're aware of that connection to nature. And in doing that, you eventually will reach a point where your life feels better, where you feel better about your life because you're living more in line with your own values. You've recognized that connection and you're doing what you can to improve it. That goes not just for your connection to the environment, but for your connection to your family as well, to your work and your coworkers and with yourself. So live echo, live environmentally conscious. And when we talk about conscious, we are talking about awareness, right? And so this is where I think meditation comes in, and it's important because it helps us develop that sense of awareness. Now, I want to start off by saying that for me, meditation is something that I do, I would say about 10 minutes a day, 4 or 5 days a week. So I don't do it a lot, and I'm not a master of it by any means. I'm not I'm not an expert on meditation. I am nowhere near anything like that. All I've done is that I've read a couple of books on it, and I like to practice meditation because I feel like it really improves my life. So today, I'm not going to be telling you how to meditate. There's plenty of excellent resources out there for that. But I'm going to tell you what my interpretation of meditation is and why I think it's important. So first of all, meditation. There's a lot of weird connotations that go along with meditation. A lot of people, when they think of meditation, they think of somebody who's very, very religious or spiritual, hemp-wearing, vegan, raw food diet, shops only at Whole Foods kind of person. A lot of people think of that. But, and I think there is some I would say kind of changes being made now in the world of meditation. A lot of people are kind of rebranding meditation with a different term just to avoid all of those connotations. They are kind of rebranding it as awareness, right? And call it meditation, call it awareness, call it whatever you prefer. I usually call it meditation, and I'm going to continue to call it meditation throughout this. But if you prefer to call it awareness, then by all means do that. Now, my interpretation of meditation is it is not that you just sit down for 5 minutes and you stop thinking. That's not what it is. That's what a lot of people imagine meditation to be, and that's what I thought it was for a long time too. You sit down and you empty your mind, and if any thoughts come into your mind, you push them out of your mind and you tell yourself, stop thinking, don't think about anything. But I've now learned that that is not what meditation is. At least to me, what meditation is it means you sit down, or you can do it standing up, but sitting down is just more comfortable, and you become fully aware of right now. You become fully aware of the present. Spend some time listening to the sounds around you. Spend some time feeling your own breath. Spend some time feeling your own body. Oh man, my shoulders are a little tight today. Oh, my hands feel a little bit sore from playing guitar yesterday. You pay attention to everything that's going around you right now. Thoughts will eventually come into your mind. You'll start thinking about things that you have to do today or things that you're worried about. And that's fine. Don't fight them. Don't try to push them out of your mind, but just observe them in the present, right now. Oh, look at that. I've got to do my laundry today. Awesome. And then just say bye-bye to that thought and let that thought go out. And that's it. Don't worry about it. Don't judge it. Don't think about, I'm so stressed about this. God, I hate that I have to do my homework today. No, just say, I just noticed that I have homework today. And then just let it go. I'll think about it again later. For now, we're only focused on what is happening right now. And when you do this a lot, you will slowly get to a point where you start paying more and more attention to what's happening right now. You stop worrying so much about the past, stop worrying about the future so much. The awareness starts to become more normal, awareness of the present. The connection you have to your family. How do you relate to your neighborhood? How do you connect to your neighborhood? When I ride the train to work now, sometimes I will stop thinking about what I have to do for work today or all the things that I still have to do with the rest of my day. Instead, I notice, hey, that's a pretty cool tree out there. I never noticed that tree before, and that's a really, really cool tree. Or I'll notice something about myself. Hey, I'm in a pretty good mood today. Wow, I wonder why. Or, man, I'm feeling a little bit tense. I need to keep that in mind as I go to work today and realize that I might be a little bit more prickly than I usually am. I need to keep that in mind. When you're more aware, you'll start to notice your connection to nature and the environment more too. And so this is why I think meditation is important. It's an important tool for you to learn to be more present and to realize every single connection around you. Once you're noticing those connections, that's going to be when you're going to start to want to act. When you realize that, I just noticed that when I did this, maybe the reaction that I saw from my wife or from my daughter was not the kind of connection that I want to promote with them. I should change the way I phrase that. I should change the way I say that. Or when I talk about this kind of thing with them, I should change that because that's not the kind of relationship I want to have with them. Or, maybe I will notice that, when I'm going for a walk and I just notice a piece of garbage, I notice it. And then I realize that there is in this moment a connection to the environment. And I don't want to be the person who just walks past that piece of garbage. I want to be the person who picks that up. And I can only do that when I'm being present and when I'm noticing what is happening right now. You will start to act when you notice these connections. You'll start to act not because that's the right thing to do for the environment, not because that's what you read in a book. When you talk to your daughter or your kids, you should talk to them this way. It's because that's what this scientist said. No, you'll do it because you want to. You'll notice it and it'll make you aware of your own values about that connection. You'll want to do things. You'll want to make changes to connect with your family better. You'll want to make changes to connect to nature better. And you'll want to make changes to connect to yourself better. And that is the start down a path of a more fulfilling and a more connected life. So I highly recommend everyone gets out there and tries sometimes to just take some time. You don't have to do it a lot. You don't have to do it an hour a day. Even if it's just 1 minute a day or 2 minutes a day, spend some time just sitting down and noticing right now. If you guys want some resources and things to help you do that, I personally love the book Headspace. It's a great book, as well as the app. There's an app that goes along with it. I think the basic course in that app, I honestly just do the basic course, which is free every single time. Like I just go through the 10 free videos and then I just restart them and I just go over them over and over and over again. They have a great series of guided meditations where you just have to sit down and you just listen to it, and he tells you what to think about, how to feel your body, how to breathe and how to relax, and to just not fight things. Because that's the hardest part, is that we tend to want to fight with the thoughts that come into your head. But just taking that time to stop and have somebody guide you through being present is really, really important. And it's been really, really useful and very relaxing to me. And it helps me a lot in my everyday life. So I highly recommend you go check those out. There are also a lot of really good guided meditations on YouTube. So that's another way that you can check guided meditation out. So be sure to do that. Meditation is something that really, really helps me become more aware. And so now I hope that is something that will now help you as well. Give it a try. It's really, really great. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you want to come and interact with me live, be sure to hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. And that way, if you hit that notification bell, you'll get notified anytime I go live. Also follow me on Twitter at Verdant Growth. And I will also start to try to remember to tweet at least half an hour before I go live. Today it was like 15 minutes before I went live, but I will try to get better about tweeting maybe 30 minutes or an hour before I get live, so that people can be aware of when I'm gonna go live, since my live sessions are at this point really, really short. Find me at social media at all the places that you can see on the screen or in the description box down below. And thank you guys again so much for watching and listening. Eugene and Verdant Growth, out.